Leprechaun 2, also known as Leprechaun 2, One Wedding and Lots of Funerals. Directed by Timothy Chalamet's uncle of all people. Originally, Jennifer Aniston was supposed to reprise her role, but she was too busy being in debatably less bad things. And the film was made in only 6 months, so you know it's going to be good. We begin with William O'Day running for his life because he's enslaved to the leprechaun who's wearing more traditional Irish wear. Warwick David is the only reprising cast member, as he says that he's 1,000,000 years old. It's time to settle down, bro. As long as you help me friend, you'll be free. As long as she looks better than a free.
She sneezes once, she sneezes twice. She'll be me bride when she sneezes thrice.
Oh no, it's O'Daly's daughter. She sneezes thrice, but he says God bless you, so it's off. The leprechaun force chokes O'Daly, but promises he'll be back in another 1,000 years for his descendant. Hope you don't die out. 1,000 years in LA later, we meet Bridget, who is so Irish her name is actually Siobhan. Her boyfriend is Cody, who's trying to sell a tour to Lucy from Twin Peaks and Clint Howard. So this is the closest we'll have to Ice Cream Man versus the Leprechaun.
You can wait for her at this really cute ice cream parlor right down the block.
Ditching the tourist in his car to find the driver, but he's out because it's St. Patrick's Day. So they find Uncle Morty in his office. He was played by Grandpa Munster from Munster's Scary Little Christmas. Morty's taking his driving juice, so they waterboard him in the bathroom to try and wake him up, but no dice. Andy Kaufman still lives. So now Cody has to take everyone on the tour, and Bridget's upset because she wanted to go to the racetrack. They pass the average LA taxpayer, and he sees the leprechaun emerge from a tree, single and ready to mingle.
Bah! Blended Canadian. The only whiskey is Irish whiskey.
This is true because whiskey comes from the Gaelic phrase Iskabai, which means water of life, which was later Latinized to aqua vitae, which will later get corrupted into whiskey. Seeing that the homeless man has a gold tooth, the leprechaun summons the tree from Evil Dead to get it. He is now a gold collector and now looking out for his own gold. The group makes it to the go-kart track, but Bridget's still upset that Cody had to work, so starts flirting with Ian over here. And he will just call off work and make someone else do it for her. How dare you want to make money, Cody? I'm going home with Ian. So Cody ends up running a red light, so Morty has to pick him up from jail. They have pizza that they ran up the clock so it's free, as the leprechaun is stealing gold rings from people and using his divining rod to find a bitch, which points his way to Bridget. And Ian gets rejected because he only gave her 2 chili dogs instead of 3. So the leprechaun makes him hallucinate that he's gonna motorboat her, but he's actually motorboating a lawnmower. The love triangle and teen drama bullshit was originally supposed to be extended, but luckily they cut it down, as well as deleting 2 characters from the final film. The real tragedy is one of those 2 characters was going to be dived into a wood chipper. Cody shows up, a leprechaun says enough of this subplot, makes her sneeze, and strangles him with a phone. So Bridget is his bride-to-be, getting a lock on that collar, but she also knocks over his gold, and he gets burned with an iron, so he has to escape. Showing off his sweet Peter Pan playpen. She's not really impressed, so he wraps her up in a burrito blanket and gives her a gold shower, saying that they're going to have a litter of leprechauns as soon as we fix that damn nose. But he's down a coin, 'cause Cody has it. So the leprechaun frames him for the death of Ian. So before we go lep hunting, Morty says he knows all the leprechaun lore, that iron burns fairies, not even mentioning the 4-leaf clover weakness from the last film, or the shoe thing, but if you capture them, they'll give you 3 wishes. The leprechaun appears. Retreating back to the bar's bathroom, they come up with a plan. We have 30 minutes to kill, so let's go back to the bar. As Cody gets confronted by another leprechaun, who was also in Willow. Tony Cox then gives him some bathroom chocolate. But the leprechaun's at the bar, so Morty decides to drink him under the table. One freaks One of Us reference, and the leprechaun's completely pissed. He retreats to get sober with Gandhi from Clone High, but he gets put back on ice. Bridget finds Lep's shoes tools, which have no effect on him, but Morty finds an iron safe, but opening it up gets the law called on him, some shenanigans, and they get the leprechaun in the safe. Then Morty locks Cody in the closet so he can get his wishes.
Oh, now give me my 3 wishes!
The hell are you talking about?
You mean mermaids don't grant wishes?
That's genies, you ass!
Oh, man.
But it works. And of course, cat's paw, so when Morty wishes for the leprechaun's gold, he puts it in his belly, so he wishes for the leprechaun to be free, and to get the pot out of him, he just rips it out. Cody escapes right into the arms of the law, but then the cop gets run over by the leprechaun in a go-kart. Be amazed it took them this long to put the silly costume character in a go-kart. Ian is not ran over because he's got a piece of gold which protects him. I guess is a thing now that was never established before. So then Cody runs into some rejected sets from the Goonies to find Bridget, who broke free with a bent tool that she tried stabbing the leprechaun with. But after splitting up and looking for clues, they regroup and she says to give her the coin. But ha, psych! It was a leprechaun in disguise. But ha, psych, it was one of the bathroom chocolates. Yeah, well, you kissed a dude. Yeah, well, iron. They escape, tossing away the coin, living happily ever after. Except the fact that Cody is still wanted by the law for Ian and Morty and never got his name cleared, so you're going to need that coin back for bail money. Final body count? 6. This movie is not great. Warwick Davis is still pretty fun as a leprechaun, and the makeup still looks great. He's got a lot more scenes to interact with people, making him a lot more witty than most other slasher villains. And they did have a bigger budget to do more stuff, like the backstory and the big tree set. But the rest of the cast is obnoxious and self-centered. It's clear that none of the main characters went on to do anything else because they're just not great actors. The film greatly struggles to make you actually care about any of the characters. Even Tony Cox, who's usually a great actor, is really bad in this role. He's all wide-eyed and stumbling around in a leprechaun costume like he dropped acid. Because he probably did. Even if you like the first film, I don't really recommend this one as a follow-up. 2 out of 10. But I do recommend if you hit that like button and the subscribe button.